I know that I am all over the New York local ads. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from gloomy New York, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs. It's New York City, New York. Mic is too low. Mic is the microphone, the audio levels are too low. Is that the case? I can't tell because it's freaking New York, baby. We're in New York City, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. You already know what it is. New York City 2 times in 2 weeks. We're live. We're alive. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic one. It is 11:20 a.m. in Pacific time. It is 2:20 p.m. here in New York. I am your host, HasanAbi Piker, and there is a lot going on in the world that I'm going to obviously get to. But before I get to all of the big things that are going on in the world, and there's so much to talk about, so much to cover, I obviously have to start off with some personal news, because this is a part of the broadcast where I tell you all about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Have you been apartment shopping? No. I ended the broadcast on Saturday night and I flew into New York midday yesterday, so I could come at a more reasonable hour and not have to fly the red eye as I usually do. And that's precisely what I did. I flew in midday, woke up on Sunday morning, flew in midday. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of issues with TSA or anything like that. I am wearing the newest merch, which will be available tomorrow. That's right. We're doing a secret release. We're doing a secret release. Yeah, new merch is coming out tomorrow, baby. You already know what it is. Yeah, this is one of the pieces. You didn't say what you did after stream. I didn't do shit after stream. I just went to bed, woke up early. New merch is coming out. There is going to be a crop top as well, as always, for the ladies, for the girly pop nation. No flight delay for me. Your boy actually went in, got on the flight, flew comfortably, and arrived in New York at a reasonable hour. And I hung out with Noah last night, Noah Colwyn, for a little bit. We went to a Korean barbecue place that also doubles as like a hot pot place, but it was kind of ass. The KBBQ was kind of ass because it was very clear that like it's actually supposed to be just like a hot pot place. But yeah, how are we gonna get back without working air traffic control? Well, who knows? Maybe I'll be stuck here forever. But please grow back your beard. You look so much like my father. It's okay, you can't help it. I look like your father without the beard or with the beard? Do you want me to look like your father or do you not want me to look like your father? These are questions I have. So in any case, you look like you aged younger a couple years, man. Cheers. It's because I shaved the beard. That's why. If I shave the mustache, I look like a baby. In any case, I'm here. I'm in New York City. The reason why I didn't start earlier, the reason why I didn't start at 10 a.m. Pacific time as opposed to 11 when I usually start in the East Coast at 10 a.m. Pacific time is because I was doing a secret guest appearance on the GOATed podcast. I was on Mero's podcast alongside my friend Brace Belden. A lot of you guys love that episode that we did together, and yeah, I did his pod. I did Mero's pod, so that's why I'm late. Okay. Also, I have to figure this thing out. I did Victory Light with Mero, but how do you? I got to do something with the Google Chrome settings. I have this McAfee thing that just like constantly changes my Google default search. It's like a phishing thing, but I think I fixed it. Okay. All right, we're good. He's mewing. Yeah, I'm mewing. No IRL today. We might do IRL today. I haven't really set up anything. We haven't set up anything. There's probably no IRL today, but we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Your boys in the headlines again. Ask New Yorkers about yourself, Onk. I don't know if I want to do that, but in any case, I did download Dispatch as well. I know a lot of people want me to do Dispatch. So that's on the docket as well. I'm not going to promise that right now. How does it feel to be in New York right now, the epoch of an amazing historical event? I'll be honest with you. I mean, this is like something that I've been locked in on for a while now. But as far as like regular ass New Yorkers goes, like they're just chilling. Like it feels more historic from the outside, I would say, as opposed to actually being here, you know? The regular ass everyday New Yorkers are just like living their normal regular ass everyday New Yorkers are just like living their normal lives. But have you been stopped in the street yet by New York fans? Yes, of course. I know Zohran crashed Ari at home stream last night. I was trying to set up Ari to do the other stream, the night stream that Zohran did as well, but that's when Ari told me he was already doing it on Sunday. So their team is super tapped in with the streaming space, with the streaming culture. They're cooking. They're doing an awesome job. And this was fantastic. This was phenomenal. This was what was happening while I was on the plane. We are anxious, not chilling at all. I don't know, man. I feel like people are just like living their regular ass lives. We'll obviously talk a lot about Zohran today as well. But what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, see, someone in the chat said there's some cold calling for Zohran the other day. The amount of New Yorkers that have no idea what's going on is insane. Well, to be fair, if you're canvassing right now, you're probably going after the lowest propensity voters of all time. That's why you're talking to people who are oblivious. And there are still plenty of people that are oblivious to what's going on. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult for us to comprehend that because we're so locked in, we're so tapped in that it comes across like impossible to contend with. But there are still a ton of people. Like, remember, this is slated to be the highest voter participation in a New York mayoral race in a decade. And even then, it's like barely cracking 40%. Over a decade, like 2 decades. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, personal news-wise, like I said, not much happening. Not much happening in my life, in the world of HasanAbi Piker. Other than that, I flew in. I flew into New York, and I just been chilling and trying to set stuff up here. I'm so ready for this. You missing the Dodgers championship parade? Yeah. On my ticket to go to MSG or Times Square for this shit, it's gonna be packed. Yeah. The Dodgers. I mean, I can't say the Dodgers, bro. I'm a Los Angelino. Come on now. Yeah, lawyers, absolute domination. It got me to tune in. Like even I tuned in, and I don't know shit about baseball, brother. It got my ass to tune in as well. I still don't know anything about baseball. I still don't understand it. But the only part about the Dodgers that's like kind of lame is that they are kind of like MAGA aligned a little bit. Like the ice stuff was ass. It's got a great fandom though. It's just it's unfortunately a little bit too right-wing coded. But you know, the team is comprised of its players, and the team is comprised of its fandom. And on that front, they're great. They're a great franchise. Don't talk ball if you don't know ball. All right, calm down. I can talk about whatever I want. Okay. The team, the front office, unfortunately, isn't awesome. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I got a text. Hold on. I have early guests showing up as well. So I know that I am all over the New York local ads. I know, it's annoying. I am in every ad, okay? I am all over the local television, apparently. I feel you sort of downplay your popularity in New York City. Yeah, I don't think the New Yorkers, like the regular ass New Yorkers are like doing that, but you know, it's a final act of desperation. But I also consider it to be like an incredibly dumb line of attack in general. But in any case, yeah, Zohran, let's start here. He did the Ari at home stream on Sunday. It was awesome.
It is such a pleasure to be here. We got just 2 days. 2 days left in this election. Can you put your hand up if you already voted? Got anybody here?
This morning, actually.
We got one more chance. The polls just closed for early voting. Our final opportunities on election day, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. If you haven't found where your poll site is, it's Zohran for NYC.com/vote. The reason I'm here as a politician is because I'm not as good as this man at rapping. But I'm here because at the heart and soul of the arts that we love so much in our city is the ability for artists to be able to afford to live in our city. And this campaign is about making the most expensive city in the country affordable. And it's such a pleasure and an honor to be here as you bring this joy into New Yorkers' lives.
Thank you, man.
Because this is what the city's all about. Let's make sure it doesn't become a museum and we have to remember things like this, but we can actually live them every single day. So I ask you all, please come out and vote. Tuesday, I would love to have the honor of being your mayor.
Give it up for my...
Yeah, so Zohran did the Ari at home stream, which was awesome. This is what he did on Sunday. He has had the most impressive stamina-induced final days of campaigning. I don't even know how he's able to do it. I do hate it. I absolutely despise it because as someone who is also 34 years old, also Muslim, also socialist. I think it's absolutely nutty that the expectation for someone like that is supposed to be that you can go to parties all the time and you can be live 24/7, go out to the Knicks game and then wake up at like 5 a.m. in the morning and like march across the Brooklyn Bridge is just like, that's unacceptable. Okay. I think it's nasty. I think it's disrespectful. I think we cannot set these expectations. Okay. We cannot set these expectations. I'm sorry. This is precisely the reason why, as a last second switch up, I am supporting Andrew Cuomo. I've decided to put all my weight behind Andrew Cuomo for mayor of New York. It is fucked up what he's doing. Okay, it's unacceptable, and yeah, I can't comprehend it. Here's Zara on the campaign. It says trying to keep up with Zohran over the last 72 hours. I don't know how the people are doing it. I don't know how his campaign is doing it. I don't know how Zohran is doing it, if we're being real. This is diabolical as shit. But in any case, folks, we got a lot going on. I have somehow found myself in the throes of this campaign, and I don't know why. I don't like it. But overall, there's a lot of news to cover, so I'm not just gonna. This is not gonna be a only Zohran. This is not gonna be a Zohran only stream. But yeah. Are we rich enough to leave the house in LA for the fam and living in New York City? That'd be awesome. I'm not gonna move to New York City. Okay, I'm not going to fully move to New York City or move to New York City. My whole life is in Los Angeles. My podcast is in Los Angeles. There's just no way I would be able to make that work. You literally said you would if you won. First of all, nothing is definitive. Okay, it's all up in the air right now. You gotta campaign like you're 5 down, not like you're 20 up. Okay. You would not like the lifestyle. Wait, what? I would like the lifestyle. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, but yeah, that's it. That's what we got. Here it is.